Jocko Willink is an inspirational figure and one of my role models in life. Jocko is a former Navy SEAL Lieutenant Commander, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu black belt, podcaster, YouTuber, author, and he is an American businessman and entrepreneur. Through his work ethic and guidance, he has helped improve so many lives across the world, including mine. He is a truly inspiring man.
You know Jocko Willink
Sick Jocko!
as a decorated retired U.S. Navy SEAL.
Yo, what you mean, man?
He gets up at 4:30 every morning and he earns his sunrise.
How the f do you do that?
I don't think Jocko smiled at us for the first 2 months that we worked together.
Why are you always in the dark? And he goes, so the enemy can't see me.
Like when you look at him, you're like, that's a Navy SEAL.
How come you don't smile? I don't want them to see my teeth.
I think there's a part of his brain that's very prevalent that likes suffering.
Maybe a handful of people like Jocko come along every 100 years.
What drives you?
Final question. What's your definition of greatness? What is my definition of greatness? Is to help out other people.
Hello, my name is Tommy and welcome to my channel, Blanchard Business. Today, we are going to discuss the inspirational life story of Jocko Willink. Jocko was born John Willink Jr. on September the 8th, 1971, in Connecticut, in the United States of America. Jocko always wanted to be in the military from an early age.
You know, for me, it was my lifelong dream to be in combat. Ever since I could remember wanting to do anything of any substance with my life, I wanted to be some kind of a commando.
Jocko enlisted in the United States Navy at the age of 19. Jocko graduated Bunts Class 177 and became a Navy SEAL.
I was extremely happy and motivated that we were going to Ramadi because it was the worst place in Iraq, and that is exactly where I wanted to be my whole life. So yes, I was fired up to go there. And I hung around with a bunch of guys that thought the same damn thing as me. Let's get after it.
Jocko served in SEAL Team 1, SEAL Team 2, and SEAL Team 3. And he eventually went on to become a Lieutenant Commander. Jocko led his SEAL teams in many wars and notable missions, including taking a vital role in the SEAL team that seized the Russian tanker Volga, Neft 147 in the Gulf of Oman. Jocko also commanded SEAL Team 3, Task Unit Bruiser in the Iraq War, which included legendary sniper Chris Kyle, who later had the famous film made on his life, American Sniper. Jocko played a vital role in the Battle of Ramadi, known at the time as the most dangerous war zone on Earth.
From Iraq tonight, we have an exclusive look at what has become the single most dangerous city in that country for U.S. forces. An hour west of Baghdad, terrorists hold the city of Ramadi in a deadly grip.
We got in a gigantic gunfight the very first night that the task unit arrived.
Friendly's on the rooftop. East extension, over.
And they were dumping hundreds of rounds off the rooftop. So that was our first wake-up call.
We went into a city that was being controlled by the most sadistic, evil, sick people that you can imagine.
And we fought to take this city back from these savages.
What's up?
Jocko's leadership skills are renowned across the military.
Everybody leads, and that's what we want as a leader. We want everybody to be able to lead, and we actually want them to lead.
Get ready to move!
Because from a military perspective, this is how we win wars.
When you track a unit.
Probably about 6 to 9 months after we left, we got pictures that guys sent back to us of they were running road races down what were the worst areas of Ramadi. They were playing soccer games, and the people of Ramadi that we had fought to support and help were joyous.
earned numerous medals and honours in his distinguished military career, and later went on to become a Navy SEAL instructor, helping others with his incredible knowledge and insight.
When something sucks, good. Good. It's gonna make me tougher and it's gonna make us stronger. So bring it.
Something Jocko has always done in his life. He is always giving back and helping others.
Line up in order, you guys. Get back. Get back.
What's up, everybody? Come on in here. Like, have a seat. We're gonna do a little question and answer session. If you start asking me math questions, we're gonna have a problem. Yes?
What is the greatest life lesson you've learned from Jiu-Jitsu?
The greatest life lesson I learned in Jiu-Jitsu. So have you guys ever heard of the word discipline?
Yes.
To me, that's the most important thing. And it was something that got reinforced to me through Jiu-Jitsu.
Even during his time in the military, Jocko was a regular practitioner of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Jocko remembers being in the army and an older soldier dominating him and his pals.
When I first trained, I had just graduated from SEAL training.
Jesus.
And I thought I was the man.
Yeah.
And I was 19 years old. I was, you just got done. It's the most elite training in the world and all this stuff.
At 19?
Yeah. And so this old Master Chief, like the oldest guy I'd ever seen,
Jesus.
goes, who wants to learn how to fight? And I'm like, hey, me.
Yeah.
So he brings us out, brings us on the mat, and just lined up, there's like 5 of us new guys. And he tapped us all out.
Damn.
With less than a minute each. And that's what it is. That's what jiu-jitsu is. That's why people talk about it a lot. Because when it first happens to you, you can't even believe it.
Jocko regularly visited the legendary Rickson Gracie at his academy.
I think it was 1996 or 1997 when I went up and I stayed in a crappy hotel up in Los Angeles for like 10 days or something, and I went to Pico, your academy at Pico every day, and just was absorbing.
I'm still sore from those sessions, but I have good memories. You're such a highly skilled motivation warrior.
Jocko later went on to train with Dean Lister, a world champion grappler.
Jocko and myself, we met at our first gym. He came in the door, just looked like the Terminator. And he was hooked right away. He would come like at 6 in the morning and be early. I'd come out of bed and be all tired, and he was waiting at the gym, so he cornered me in my fights, and we were just training all the time. It was nuts.
You got 3 minutes.
They both later opened the renowned Gym Victory MMA and Fitness in San Diego, California, which has produced many UFC fighters and champions.
Victory MMA and Fitness, home of the Alliance MMA fight team. Learn from seasoned coach Eric Del Fiero and train with champions like Dominic Cruz. Learn Jiu-Jitsu from Abu Dhabi World Champion and BJJ Hall of Famer Dean Lister and 10 black belts. And Muay Thai World Champion Mike Lemaire. Train in our 25-foot octagon and recover in our ice bath and hot saunas. Numerous CrossFit, boot camp, and HIIT classes, as well as MMA and wrestling classes. With special programs like women's only jiu-jitsu, fun kids jiu-jitsu classes, as well as kids boxing and Muay Thai classes. Beginners to advanced are welcome.
Jocko himself is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and his training routine is extraordinary. He wakes up every day at 4:30 a.m. and gets after it with an intense training routine. On top of this, he trains Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu regularly, all whilst finding time to run his businesses, write books, and spend time with his family. Jocko doesn't like to waste time.
People have died, and people carried on. And I know that my friends that died, they would not want me to sit around and mourn and break down and drink. They wouldn't want me to do that at all. They'd want me to live. That's what they would want. They would want me to live. They would want me to go out and make things happen and drive on and enjoy and surf and play guitar and do Jiu Jitsu. That's what they'd want me to do. 100%. 100%. In fact, they would be disgusted if what I did with the gift that they gave me was piss it away. They'd be disgusted. And I won't do that. Not a chance. I'm going to live like they would want me to.
Jocko has authored numerous books, all of which I have read and I highly recommend for you to read them too. His insights on life, business, discipline and mindset are extraordinary. My particular favourites are Extreme Ownership, a book based on his deployment in Iraq, but is centred around leadership and the leadership lessons that he used and learned during the war and in his life, which can be used anywhere or in any company or business. Another notable favourite of mine is Discipline Equals Freedom. Jocko cuts no corners in this book, tells it how it is. Jocko also owns a large management consulting firm, Echelon Front, which helps companies with leadership.
I was about 6 months from retiring. I had a friend that was the CEO of a big company, and he said, I want you to come and talk to my executives about combat leadership. I think he was maybe thinking I'd tell some cool war stories and that'd be great. But I actually started talking about how you lead. Leading in combat is like leading in any other situation in life. And when I got done, he came up to me and said, I want you to do this for every division that I have in my company.
What was it about you and about what you brought to the table that was so attractive to them?
I think it's because the principles of leadership do not change. You got a group of people, a group of individuals, and you got to take all those people and try and get them to accomplish a mission in the most effective and efficient manner. And that's leadership.
Jocko has a huge YouTube channel.
You know, you got kids these days, 12, 13, 15, 17 years old. No one's actually telling them what to do with their life. And I'll tell you, this is not complex stuff. You want to know what you do when you're 13 years old, when you're 15 years old, when you're 17 years old? Work out. Yep, lift weights to get bigger and stronger. Go to Jiu Jitsu or boxing or wrestling or Muay Thai so you know how to fight. Do that. Eat good foods. That's what you should do. You shouldn't be drinking. Drinking and drugs, they're not good for you. They don't help you in any way. Don't do them. Don't spend a bunch of time on video games or looking at Instagram. Don't do that. It's not good for you. It doesn't help you. Try and get smarter. You get smarter by reading a book, studying, so you can dominate in life. That's what you do.
And he also has a popular weekly podcast, which he runs with fellow Brazilian Jiu Jitsu practitioner and friend, Echo Charles, called the Jocko Podcast.
So this is a conversation with myself, Echo Charles, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Some good lessons to learn. That was your vision. You saw Hollywood. That was your vision. When did you figure out that that was the methodology a person needs to have in order to move forward?
I figured it out with bodybuilding, because not only did I have the vision of Reg Park, because I had it in the magazine right in front of me.
A literal vision.
But what was the most powerful thing was that I could see myself on that stage, on that Mr. Universe stage, like Reg Park, but me, and winning.
Jocko has also started Origin USA, a company based in Farmington, Maine, which produces lifestyle apparel. The company is unique because everything made is produced solely in the United States of America. Jocko also has a nutrition drink and supplement business, which is based on clean, healthy foods.
Well, the crazy thing is actually good for you. There's all kinds of ingredients in there that are good for you. Alpha GPC in there, helps you remember things. We got Bacopa in there, keeps you focused, dials you in, prevents the mental fatigue from setting in. Theanine's in there, comes from green tea, reduces stress. It's not an energy drink like normally exists. Get rid of the bad and fill it with good. That's what we did. Go.
Jocko is a family man who is happily married and has 4 children. He is a truly inspiring man, a superhero figure with so much knowledge and lessons that can be learned from him. I highly recommend you read his books and listen to his podcasts. I will leave you with a video of Jocko Willink.
One of my direct subordinates, one of my guys that worked for me, he would call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some issue that was going on. And he'd say, "Boss, we got this and that and the other thing." And I'd look at him and I'd say, "Good." And finally one day he was telling me about some issue that he was having, some problem. And he said, "I already know what you're going to say." And I said, "Well, what am I going to say?" He said, "You're going to say good." He said, "That's what you always say. When something is wrong and going bad, you always just look at me and say good." And I said, "Well, yeah, when things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's going to come from it. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted? Good. Didn't get promoted? Good. More time to get better. Oh, mission got canceled? Good. We can focus on another one. Didn't get funded. Didn't get the job you wanted. Got injured. Sprained my ankle. Got tapped out? Good. Got beat? Good. You learned. Unexpected problems? Good. We have the opportunity to figure out a solution." That's it. When things are going bad, don't get all bummed out, don't get startled, don't get frustrated. If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well then hell, you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
I hope you have enjoyed today's video and found Jocko's life inspiring. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Keep sharp. They're successful. They have their life in order. It's just simple. Get your life in order.